Welcome to the second book of the wrestler, USO War, Jimmy and Jay Divided. I'm sure you saw the first episode. Here's the second one. Jimmy, who is now known as the Wild Samoan, has won the NXT World Heavyweight Championship. After almost 5 to 6 months, he now sees his brother Jay. Jay has not gone to NXT. Just to visit, he's not working there. So he basically tells his brother, you're making no freaking money. Why the hell did you waste your time here getting this toy belt? Jimmy didn't like that. He didn't talk to him after that. So Jay, who's now by himself, decides to go and remake himself as well. Now the problem with Jay is that people still saw him as an USO. He tried to change his music, but he still wore the same ring attire. He did change his clothes eventually, but the crowd kept saying, "USO, USO, Us, Us, Us." It started getting him angrier and angrier and angrier. He could not stand it anymore. He said, basically to Renee Young in an interview, well, actually, forget about Renee Young. Byron Saxton, I don't give him enough love. I'm going to give Byron Saxton some love. He says, you know what? I don't know what the hell's wrong with these people. I'm sick of that name. I'm no longer USO. I'm not. I am now going to be called something entirely different. I am never going to be called Jey Uso ever again. And I blame my brother for this because I love being an USO. This is his fault. So Jay called himself J-Rock. I know that sounds stupid, but that's the name he used because his cousin, The Rock, actually started visiting Raw periodically. And he saw his cousin, Jay, came to him and said, how you doing? He says, I'm sick of this. I want a new attitude. I want to gain something. You don't mind if I use the rock bit a little bit? Do you mind? He says, no. You know, your family, you can use the rock bit. Just don't call yourself The Rock. Because if you smell it, then I am the true Rock. And you are just my protege. So that's what he did. Jay now is known as J-Rock. And periodically the Rock would come back and help him a little bit. He would be basically his manager. He would be by ringside and not interfere in any matches. He would just stand there by ringside and he's saying, come on, Jay, come on. Show him what you can do. Show him the people's elbow. He basically gave him his moves. Jey Uso, who is now known as J-Rock, now has the movesets of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And I feel that the reason I'm giving this to a Jey Uso is by the legacy. Why not give something that is from a previous wrestler onto his family that could really use a boost? J-Rock, Jey Uso, I'm getting Jimmy and Jay mixed up. I'm sorry if I do that periodically. It's going to be kind of hard to keep the Wild Samoan and J-Rock separate because it's going to be kind of hard. But Jey Uso should get that moniker from his cousin. And if it wasn't going to be the Jey Uso, definitely The Rock could have helped Roman Reigns. He should have done that shit. And this is kind of going out of Book and Wrestler. I'm not going to do Roman Reigns yet. I will eventually get to him. But this is how I feel about Jey Uso. Let him be known as J-Rock. J-Rock, now with the new name and periodically his cousin coming to visit and kind of get him over with his mic skills. He can always do the mic. Even if he's a little rusty, the mic skills are still good enough to get over. Eventually, J-Rock now gets a title. And it's the US title. Pretty much the tier title just above the NXT title. Happy as hell having it. He defends that title. He still does the high-flying moves, but he combines it with The Rock's ground moves as well. And does the people's elbow. And he gets over big time. So eventually these two will meet and that will be done in the last video. So I hope you enjoyed this book in the wrestler. Please give me a comment below. Watch for my last book in the wrestler of Jay and Jimmy divided. I know it's going to be USO War, Jay and Jimmy divided, but I'm saying it like this because it's fun. Have a good day and have a good night. Peace out.